Okay, there. So that's a quick tip for how to organize your screen in R. So to do that, I strongly encourage you to have two windows that you can see easily, okay? One is right there, your R console, right? And when you get the startup, the program started, you have like the startup information that gives you a few things here. You know, that's where you execute your scripts and where things is happening. Then you have a second window right there, which is where your script is, your R script is. That's where you write your program and also where you would be writing your script or your script or program. But that's also where you're going to write your comments and so on and so forth. And here again, that's where you would, when you execute lines, it goes there. So that's your window to what's happening in the computer. Okay. Okay. And then sometime you might have a problem because, so while you're executing your program, boom, you have another window that appears, okay? And you might want to keep that window visible. Most of the time you do, because so for example, here you have a graphics device that's open here. And what if I want to modify that graph? I want to add, I don't know, a title. For example, right? I want to make sure I see what's happening. So here in the screen, the way it is, you could still see the change happening there. But to make sure that you don't have a problem, what's a good idea is just to resize your windows. Okay. So now you have your scripts that you can still check on. And here you have your graphics window. And as you're executing here, so I'm executing plot, I can see that the plot came up earlier, right? So now it didn't come up, right? Because it's already there, right? It doesn't open a new graphics device. Dev.off. Now it's closing it, right? When I do that, all the time, what I want to do every single time is to check every line. I execute a line, oops, and I go here, right? Now I executed dev.off. Now I execute plot CO2. I look here, I have the superior to sign, and here I have my graph. I'm good. I want to add the title. So I use the title function. I look here first. It doesn't give me an error message. We can see that this has appeared here. So that's important because if you would have it organized differently, like for example, this would be like that. Okay. Now I don't see my graph here anymore. But let's say, for example, I had it closed. It says dev.off. I couldn't see it before. I can't really confirm, but I can confirm here. It says null device one. So for sure, it did close one graphics device. I can do dev.off again. And I have error. So now I know there is no graphics device anymore. I want to pull in the plots. Okay, now it appears. Let's say I want to see it in the middle, so I put it here. But now I want to add the title, so I go here. There is no error message, but how do I visually verify that, right? I would have to go and rearrange the windows. That's really not convenient. So the best is just arrange your screen. So when you have 3 or 2 or whatever number of windows, they can all be represented the one next to the other without having to toggle between one and another. So now you can do, and your eye quickly can go from one to another, verifying that the script has been executed properly. Here you can go and now add your comments. So I created a graph using the plot function and the CO2 time series included into R. And then you can also put another comment, you added the title. Right? And then if you encountered an error, so let's say, for example, first you forgot to put the quotation marks, right? So I'm executing in dev.off. I saw it close, but I still go and take a quick look here. It says null device 1. Execute the next line, plot. I look, no error. I have the graph here. Title. The graph didn't change. But if you're not paying attention, you might not even see that there is no title that appeared here. But here you can see error unexpected symbol, right? So now, if you would be writing your code in troubleshooting, there was an error in title, blah, 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 unexpected symbol. So how do I troubleshoot it? So I'm going to read again and I'm like, oh, wait, main equals, I should put the text of the title. And because it's a text, R knows it's a string of character. So I need to put my quotation marks here. Okay, so how did I troubleshoot? To troubleshoot, I added the missing quotation mark. Okay, and now I can close my graphics device. And if I want to save that plot and so on and so forth. And we are done.